Yo, we're back right here, man. The forum right here on B-Side Show. Real quick, we did. I threw out the questions. I'm up in the chat room trying to go ahead and talk to all the people out here. Don Dada, the question was because how we were talking about what do you expect, from an artist, and I asked them from a fan or a consumer's perspective. Don Dada put up there, this is a real versatile, an artist that seeks fans that really know about music and feel it, and are following their youngster crowd because it's the thing to do. Oh, aren't I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't graduate, and and that's not directed to any artist. It's to all, just as a general statement. So yeah, it does make sense, man. Thank you, Don Dada, man. And LOL.
Smiley face.
Image is everything, Bad Fame says, which I agree. Actually, yeah, that is true. I mean, not in a sense of like flashy clothes. Well, it depends on who you're marketing to your audience, of course, yeah. But image is a very important thing. And Bad Fame, such as Bad Fame, like Icon, everybody out there who's doing videos and stuff like that. Videos are a big thing as well too, especially now that we're like in the YouTube era, I guess you could say, because we also got the YouTube rappers and shit, man. But image is a really important thing, man.
I just want to speak. That's a good topic with the marketing. Definitely big shout out to Charles Bronson, Bad Fame. Before I got with Bronson, I was doing everything on my own, but I still tried to make it presentable in the best professional way that I could at the time. But once I got with him, and this is like 2009, we started building 2008. I feel like Bronson took my brand to another level. Why? Because we sat down. The dude is a creative genius across the board, man. And I'm gonna let you guys know out there, me and Bronson is family, but at the same time, he runs a business. Therefore, I pay for his services. There ain't no, homie, can you hook me up? I respect what he does, and I bring the money to the table, and then he brings his wisdom and creative mind to the table, and we make it work. We made history together in 2010 off the Environmental Shapes and Sounds album. We did 5 videos in 1 year. That's history. Nobody's done that in hip-hop history or even R&B. Besides probably Michael Jackson. So big up to Bronson. To be honest with you, I was trying to have like maybe 8 or 10 videos off that album. But the year,
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, the calendar year went by. So big up to Bronson on that, man. He helped me make history. And I'm a loyal person, and I still work with him to this day. So marketing is very important, man. So
we're going to keep on going with the marketing, but something you said struck a chord is sometimes these artists, it's like you said, hey homie, hook it up, man. I know you for a while, do this shit for free, man. Nobody's in a business to not make any money. Whether it's a director, a producer, or whatever, you got to pay for their time and for their services. And sometimes artists don't kind of understand that, man. Go ahead, MP.
Man, on this marketing shit, or even music videos.
Hey, MP's happy because he could cuss here. He wants to make sure he gets those in.
Yo, on the video tip, I think y'all are playing a Hello music video, the Rebels to the Grain joint right before this. Which I got to shout out my man Stuck in the Trees, Chetty, who that's like his video game. He got it down on lock. He's also ill with the beats. That's kind of like the team work you need going, because I don't have the patience anymore for beats, or I also got to handle stuff like a manager would until we get that dope manager or PR or somebody handling that for us. But like Lord Ron said, you gotta give people that respect, that straight up money when you want some services, or a lot of artists on that let's collab fam. On a marketing tip, that's not always the best thing to do, or even on an artistry creative level. I mean, I think those collaborations happening naturally always turn out better. But it's like it's a whole crazy drug, pretty much, marketing. You need it, but then at the same time, being hip hop heads, we kind of want to keep it our own, or keep the roots. So it's a thin line.
Well, it's said that the Zetas, quote unquote, gang in Mexico was actually trained in Fort Bragg at the former School of the Americas. So everything that happened out there, they're pretty much trained in the United States by the United States to kidnap, torture, rape, maim I'm sorry, that's tomorrow's forum. My bad.
I was
my
just
bad.
going. I was just thinking,
Nah,
where's
my
he
bad,
going
my
with
bad.
this?
Yeah, no, my bad. That's tomorrow's
Sounded like
forum.
KPFK.
Yeah, look that shit up though. But marketing is understanding your understanding who you're marketing to. You know what I mean? Like, if it's that 19-year-old kid, well, then you're gonna have to relate to the 19-year-old kid, and you're not gonna give him a fucking tape. You know what I mean? Okay, and then understand beyond that, what do you plan to achieve? Like, what's your goal in this? Look at an artist and be like, okay, I always young cats all the time. Okay, who was an underground lyrical dopest MC that's made it? Wow, nah, they're staying true to the culture. Okay, then, so then what are you planning to achieve? Like, is making it, giving away your music for free your whole life? Is it living poor? Is it doing that? And don't get me wrong, if you believe in the art that much, go ahead and handle it. But you know what I mean? The thing I say is, if you suck at life, you're gonna suck at hip hop. If you're not able to, take care of stuff, unfortunately, I can speak for myself and most of the cats I deal with, we come from disenfranchised areas. You know what I mean? Our parents didn't own businesses. We don't know how to fucking run a business. You know what I mean? All we know is how to work for people and let them worry about overhead. Let them worry about supplies. Let them do all that. So when it comes to hip hop and it's this independent thing, why do you think drug dealers make the best fucking rappers? Because they're fucking hustlers. They could sell shit. You know what I mean? And as much as you could sit back and that's whack and that's this and that's that, okay, they're marketing to everyone. What happens is we get caught up in these, like I said, these labels, these walls that we put up ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it underground. I'm keeping it this. Okay, that's fine. Do that. But who's your market? Is it the 5 kids that go to the show? Or is it the thousands that'll go to a festival and come support you? With the marketing too is branding and merchandise. Man, everything is fucking bootleggable, man. You could bootleg anything, like shit. Ship that shit to China, anything, kicks, shirts. I'm not putting anything that nobody don't know. You know what I mean?
Do that.
You could fucking ship anything out and get that shit bootleg. If you're at a show, those people that are at your show support you. So they'll buy your merchandise. I'm saying go ahead and report it to your tax man at the end of the year, how many shirts you sell.
He's just being official.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get nobody caught up, wink, wink. But if you're moving shit like that, then you know what I mean? That's able to supplement the hustle. Like, another thing too is like, whatever, I don't want to be like, sell yourself out. But if you're diehard and fucking you're printing up vinyl, that's cool. Like, I understand that's the vinyl market. That's a genre you're going after. That's the vinyl genre. Okay, you tapped into that. That's fine. But can you tap into the kids that'll download? You don't even have your shit on MP3. And not nothing. Gal Rock said, make sure you tell them that I got everything. You know what I mean? So Gal Rock, Google and shit. I ain't trying to put, but understand that you have to have that shit readily available. Because old motherfuckers like me will be like, oh shit, I'm gonna buy it just because it's vinyl. And the young kids are gonna be like, well, where can I download it? What the fuck am I gonna do with that record? You know what I mean? So understand the market and don't limit yourself in your marketing.
Hey man, real talk, man. He's saying a lot of stuff, and I wanted to kind of go along with something that was in there. What you were talking about is, drug dealers. They're hustlers, and they do sometimes make the best artists. But another aspect here now, music-wise, some of these artists, I think sometimes they don't realize that as we're fans. I mean, we do what we do, but we're fans first, or we wouldn't be doing what we're doing, of course, hip-hop fans. But I think sometimes some of these cats don't realize, like, we could see right through a cat that's saying, for example, that he deals drugs or that he's busting caps and shit. And some of these artists, like, no, you're not, dog. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's start with DJ Lord Ron on this one, though, because you do break people's music. What do you tell, like, some of these artists that are talking about things that they really don't know? And what happens too is the ones that talking about their G's and they're not, they end up getting caught up somewhere and smacked up for talking like that. When
can I just add one thing though?
Yeah.
Real quick before we go. So then the backpack rapper is really mad, lyrical, ill, metaphysical, like serious and shit too. Like, we're gonna believe everybody at face value for what they do, or are we gonna put up another wall? See, because I was caught up in the same shit, and the success of how we're able to expand and I've worked with people is because you got to change your fucking mind state first. You know what I mean? And like I said, this is the fucking, the motivational speaker type shit. But really think about it, like, Nah, cause straight up right now, King Little G, Detail's fucking bumping that shit right now. It's West Coast music because we have this wall up in front of it. We're not gonna play it. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how many shows we play some West Coast shit and people are just like, cause people are scared to go outside the fucking box. Like, oh, I can't play that because that's not backpack rap. That's not East Coast style. That's not the boom bap. You know what I mean? Another thing too is like, cats, if they're like 17, 18 years old and be like, nah, I'm taking it back to that 90s hip hop. If I want 90s hip hop, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go bump some fucking 90s hip hop. You know what I mean? Make some new shit, man. Like some shit I want. This is your generation. Like you're gonna tell me you're gonna be doing it better than Hyro, Big Al. You know what I mean? Like you're really gonna rock it better than, you know what I mean? The Licks 21 and Over album. Like
we want to hear your story, not someone else's story.
But even with that, like I said, so then what I want to ask everybody here, is it really about keeping it real, or is this entertainment for what you do? Is it an entertainment? Because I'm not taking at face value this dude selling all this drugs, or am I like, I'm just so die hard, I'm gonna keep it real? Like,
well, I look at it like it's all entertainment to me. Now, if that artist on his own personal, if you want to front their role, it's going to catch up to you, and that's on you. Your fans are going to be pissed off at you. But if your music is just still dope and I like your tracks, and I like the grimy shit, far as speaking on drug dealing, whatever. I'm all for freedom of expression. I'm all for that. I don't censor nothing. So, but that person has to look at himself in the mirror at the end of the day and be happy. You know what I mean? So it's entertainment for me. That's the way I look at it. I just want to hear some dope entertainment.
I'm one of the illest rhyming non-drug dealers out there. Nah. Shit.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, I mean, because you guys both bring up good points, but there are artists out there too. Like for example, like when Eminem first came out, I mean, he got into more talking about, you know, maybe guns and stuff like that. But when he first came out, he's talking about like, you know, fights with his girlfriend, and that's what I mean. I guess by you could still be dope and talk about what you know, and I love all the hip hop, and that's why sometimes we get knocked on this show because we'll have some of these artists that are having that kind of new style that a lot of these guys imitate each other, which we'll get into that too. But we also have, you know, we've had Razkaz here, which was an honor to me, and we've had like one of my all-time favorite singles is still Pistol Grip Pumpin'. We have Volume 10 do that shit live on our show, and I appreciate that stuff. But it's like you can see when an artist is talking about something he don't know about too.
Yeah,
it is
true.
Entertainment, but you can still see that, and like you said, it'll catch up to him. You know?
Okay, then where's the artist right now that's rapping about working fucking 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, supporting his family? You know what I'm saying? Sending his kids to private school. Like who is that artist, dude? Is he really working the 12 hours, or is he just rapping about working the 12 hours because in between what he's doing? So like where is the real? Like where do you put up the real? Like I said, that wall. So the wall stops there. That's why we stop there. If we really keep it real, shit, fuck it, I'll say it right now. Media outlets, it's a hard ass motherfucker to make some money off this shit. You know what I mean? And that's what you gotta fucking accept when you take this route. You know what I mean? I'm linking up as much people as I can. I don't want to do this shit forever. Props to Lord Ron, man, because when you're that old and you have that much wisdom, you know what I mean? This motherfucker should be rich as fuck. Like straight up. Let me finish.
Straight
like
up.
there's a method to the fucking insanity and shit. I know this cat though. That's why, you know, we could say shit like, but this dude should be rich as fuck. Like he should be coming out, like, you know what I mean? Speaking. No, he's still out there grinding. Like, is it a life of grind? Do we accept that? You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you accept, then yeah. But is anyone in hip hop trying to make a fucking career anymore? Or who made up this shit where it's like for the love? Whoever came up with like for the love of hip hop shit, you're better than a fucking drug dealer. Yeah. Because you could do shows and not pay the fucking artist, not pay the DJ lugging the equipment, not pay nobody because it's for the love, and charge $10 a head for everybody to come in. Yeah. Even sell tickets and shit. So don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean to knock anyone's hustle. And as a disclaimer, I'm not gonna mention no names tonight. That's a little bit different from what I've done before. I'm not saying no names. I'm not gonna. You know why? Because
Kendrick already did that.
No, because I will fucking be here all night, and then the people that I forget to diss, I want to diss them too. So I'll put you in this hip hop scenario, and if you're the one that I disagree with, then I am talking about you. Because I get death threats every time I do a speaking somewhere, and I don't get enough. So I want everybody to know I'm talking about everybody in hip hop. If you're the DJ and you're not getting paid, you're fucking guilty too. If you're fucking selling tickets, you're guilty. If you're, you know what, another thing too is anyone calling these people fans, you're full of shit. You don't have fucking fans. Because I'm going to go to your show and I'm going to see that's an MC, that's a beat producer, that's a fucking beatboxer. These are all fools trying to get on. So they're not fans. They're trying to get the fuck on. That's why they're supporting you. You know what I mean? I think what fucked it up was that when it went that route, we let it. You know what I mean? And now what people don't realize in a capitalist fucking society is what we live in. Money fucking talks. You know what? I'll bootleg that shit, but I'll still buy shit directly from the fucking artist. You know what I mean? Like if we were all to fucking like not support these venues that did this shit, you know what I mean? Just even that one person stop fucking with it. Then the next person. It takes that much time. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the revolution. I wear a fucking mask. I do that. Like, no, man. Revolution starts in your mind, and then we expand that shit. You know what I mean? Like once I control that, like for people to be like, fuck Bubsky, you know, he dissed me, he did this, he that. Like, you gave me that fucking control. Do you realize that? Like, how do you let another motherfucker control your life?
I don't even know how anybody can say fuck Bubsky when you're dressed so smooth, though. Real talk, dog. Go ahead.
Once again, www.oghuskyradio.com. Original defenders of hip hop.
Bubsky.
I want to hear him speak, but power is given. You know what I'm saying? It's not taken. Speak, brother.
I was gonna go back to DJ Lord Ron being in this for so long, and like you said, he ain't rich as fuck in the money tip, maybe off of hip hop, but in the other areas, going back to the wisdom, going back to like what I feel is like the happiness with doing this shit, with the genuine love. Like some cats got the love for this and are hungry for 3 years or for 1 year, maybe even 10 years, and then it kind of goes away. So I'm trying to be rich in all those aspects as well as be wealthy with making this shit a career, not just with the rapping, but the media, with the video, with whatever. Like you guys said, making them break beats and rhymes chonies and, you know, calzones, the G-strings for the ladies and all that shit.
Hey, you know what though? And yeah, we do all want to make money, but at the end of the day, sometimes I think people are, when you have peace of mind, you're happier than you are maybe if you didn't have that and you were rich. Like, so it is there's kind of a, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but also at the same time, if you're not happy with what you're doing, you kind of already lost. I mean, that's the way I kind of see it.
What if I were to tell everyone right now that I have a 20-year plan that's been in effect, and the reason why I put this program in effect was because hip hop is the voice of the youth, and hip hop got me into reading books that I didn't read and shit. So it's not even about the monetary issue of it, but in this society we must maintain using the money system. So I would not tell a motherfucker to starve for the love of anything. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna come home and tell your kids, well, I love you. They'll be like, Dad, but I'm fucking hungry. No, but I really fucking love you a lot. You know what I mean? And keep telling them that shit. Yeah.
And we'll share this biscuit.
Yeah. No, and my pocket's as fat as fuck. You know what I mean? Because I went to work all day. Like, we got to change that shit. Like, whoever came up with that, like I said, I've changed a lot. You know what I mean? As I get older and shit. Straight up. And I was caught up in the same shit. But, like, just erase that shit. Like, build. You know what I mean? You're no bigger than anyone, you know? And I come across fucking egotistical and shit, but on the real, anybody chops it up with me, I'm fucking really down to earth. I just speak what the fuck is on my mind. I don't, you know what I mean?
That's
true, man. That's true. I see this guy cry, man. We shared tears together one time, man.
Yeah,
so
that's because you didn't bring the fucking blue M&Ms, fool, that I told you I had to have when I got
told
here,
you
homie.
I'm sorry, bro.
I said blue M&Ms, and I had to bring my own fucking drink too, but whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, you just gotta find other avenues to make that money. You just can't depend on, because the entertainment business is hard, man. It's not easy. Those people, even the ones that get on top and make their money, it takes a while to get to that level. So, and a whole team, you know what I'm saying?
As an artist, though, decide that shit, though. Don't go 15 years hustling and doing what you're doing, and then at the 15 year be like, damn, you know what? I gotta fucking, you know what I mean? I gotta put my shit to make money now, like, because then that's where you see a lot of artists. Because even with that, and then I'll put this shit out there just within the scene, and like I said, I'm talking to every fucking MC. You know what I mean? If you're so fucking about the art and you're doing everything that you do and that sense, and this is every fucking MC, fuck you. Straight up, if that's what you're doing and you're so diehard about your art, then why when a little fucking 16-year-old kid hits you up for a $300 verse, you're rocking that shit with him, knowing that fool ain't even on your level? Because why? You want the motherfucking money. So life is a fucking contradiction, I know, but the less contradictions we have, you know what I mean? And like, or just fucking put it out there. You know what? Fuck it. I needed the money. I put it, you know what I mean? But don't sell me this image in your marketing. That's where I think, fuck the gangster shit and shooting people. I think the fucking thing is where like people are so diehard to the culture and they live it, but you're fucking broke living with your moms, dog. Like, you're a fucking deadbeat dad. You're a piece of shit as life. You know what I mean? Like, and then be out there like, look, I'm balling and doing this shit. And that's every fucking MC I'm talking about. Everyone. So if it's you and like, nah, it's because my baby mama tripping. No, it's not my thing. You know what I mean? I'm fucking talking about you. Like, fuck it. Like I said, OGHuskyRadio.com right there in the message. Hit me up. But Barack Obama.
Hey, you know what I gotta say though? One artist out there, and I'll say his name though because I think you all gonna agree with me on this. One artist out there that trips me out, man, and he's always straight up with shit. He'll be like, yo, what's up? I'm hungry. If you want a shirt or you want like fucking 8 bars, man, bring me a pizza, like 2 Mex and shit, man. That guy's just straight up on stuff like that. But he keeps it real and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The 2 Mex.
Yeah, big up to Alex. And look at him. He'll be like, yeah, I'll rock your party, man. Like, I don't care, backyard party, whatever. I mean, because this is what I do. This is what I do. Like, and he keeps it on that.
And with that, well, not to get into any like personal finances, but he lives off. That's what he does. You know what I mean? So another thing I wanted to touch, and then if you're gonna do this, then there's gonna be a compromise. If you're going up against me in this radio competition, understand that I don't have any compromise. Most of the times I lose money. Right now, with Top Rank and Detail, right now we just try to break even. If we break even, we're fine. You know what I mean? But even then, most of the times we lose money. I think I owe Top Rank probably like a G already. You know what I mean? Like, fucking doing what we do and shit. Like, yeah, he ain't lying. And details me his fucking life, but that's another story.
Big up the Top Rank.
But with that though, it's like you have to accept, is this what I'm gonna do? Is that and make that fucking decision. Don't live your life and then just fucking, it's like I tell my kids, you walking with your head down looking at where you're going. Well, that's 10 years past. You look up, you got there. What the fuck you got? You know what I mean? And what I was saying about the compromise is that if you're gonna have to make money, then you're gonna have to compromise. I was supporting a lot of pay-to-play fucking venues, and I had my reasons why I did that shit. Like a lot of people, how the fuck? Because the artists that were getting paid at the end of the night had no fucking LA venue to do it. That was the only venue that was there. So we have to, like, right now I'm in the process of like trying to get a monthly, a weekly. It's a lot of fucking work though. You know what I mean? So when I was supporting it, it's because I didn't agree with the pay to play shit at all whatsoever. But when that artist comes to LA and they can't get you have Costa Mesa, San Diego, fucking, you know what I mean? San Jose, and you can't get an LA fucking show for hip hop. That's fucking disgraceful. You know what I mean?
Hey, let's talk about that right after this video. But I wanted to say shouts out to Mellow One too. He says a couple things here. Supply and demand has always been the hustle, and then he says that's real spit. Love don't pay the bills, man. So I mean, we got people in here vibing with us right now. We're gonna play a video and then come right back. I think we should talk about that what you said, because that's a whole nother discussion too, man. The pay to play and the shows and what's real on the shows and whatnot. So we'll be right back, man. BSide Show.
BSide.